Hello everyone. Wanted to give the post-match analysis for the New Zealand Sri Lanka match, and I'm quite happy now because my prediction before the World Cup, my first video was that obviously I've said it a couple of times or more, where Afghanistan would beat a few teams. That happened, and I said New Zealand and South Africa would make the semis. I mean, all the experts before the World Cup were saying India, Pakistan, Australia, and England. I never saw anyone mentioning South Africa and New Zealand, but I did mention clearly in my video that New Zealand and South Africa would come to the semis, and that I expect them to come to the semis. The one that I got wrong was definitely Australia, but Australia had a lot of close matches against New Zealand, and Sri Lanka and Pakistan were in winning positions against Pakistan, messed it up. And even that Afghanistan match, Australia luckily surviving. Not luckily, I mean, that excellent innings from Glenn Maxwell, but a match that Afghanistan should have closed out. So I'm quite happy about the predictions, except for the Australia one, all of them coming right. Anyway, Australia, New Zealand, Sri Lanka today. New Zealand again choosing to field first. I was kind of thinking they have done again the same mistake because the pitch looked very flat, and I thought it was a 300 plus definite score. But Sri Lanka, the way they are playing in this World Cup, very inconsistent. Sri Lanka kept on losing wickets. I mean, I've mentioned that Kushal Mendes is one of my favorite players. Very good technique and a very good stroke maker on his day, and plays ground shots as well. But today he played an absolute shocker. He actually was trying to sweep Trent Bolt and got out. I mean, Trent Bolt was excellent today. He hasn't been in good form in this World Cup, and he's a very key bowler for New Zealand. He took 3 for 37 and was the man of the match as well, rightly so. And Kushal Pereira got a 50, 51, I think. And Kushal Pereira also played a very reckless shot after they had lost a few quick wickets. And at that point, the batsman who was set and a senior batsman, he should have kept batting. But that's the way he bats. But still, I mean, that's not the way to bat when you're a senior batsman and in good touch. When wickets have fallen around you, no matter how you bat or what your natural game is, you have a responsibility towards the team to keep batting and build another partnership. And he didn't do that. He just threw his wicket away. He just slashed at a ball of Lockie Ferguson outside the off stump, and that was an easy catch. And New Zealand were really good on the field today. I mean, they had a couple of very bad matches on the field, which cost them the match as well. But today they were really clinical in the field. They looked like a team who had something to prove. Because after the good start to the World Cup, they had a few lost matches, and New Zealand were really on the ball today. Trent Bolt was excellent, and Mitch Santner was absolutely excellent. I mean, he bowled, I think, 10 overs he took 2 wickets, and I think he only gave like 20 something runs, and he was like really excellent. He got a couple of wickets where the ball spun, and there was captaincy was very good. I think it was Kane Williamson captain today, or Tom Latham. I mean, he's a captain. I'm not sure because I saw Kane Williamson showing a few signs in between, so I'm kind of confused. But whoever the captain was, I mean, that was an excellent decision because there was a edge that went for 4, and straight away he put the slips on, and I thought that was a very good decision because it did take a lot of turn, and Sandner was turning it, and suddenly he put the slips in, and there were 2 catches at the slips almost suddenly as well in a few overs time. And Sandner really bowled with a nice flight today. Normally Sandner can bowl a lot of flat trajectory balls, but today he kind of flighted the ball a lot because I mean that is the way to extract any turn from the pitch. I mean, if you need to get turn from the pitch, you have to flight the ball as much as you can. That's when you get good purchase from the wicket, and he did that excellent, and he was very economical as well. So the New Zealand bowling performance was excellent. I mean, they had Sri Lanka 128 for 9, and then there was a 43 run partnership between Mahesh Theekshana and Madhushanka. So and Theekshana got 38. So well done to Theekshana and Madhushanka. I mean, if the top order had showed half of that commitment and dedication towards the team cause, I mean, Sri Lanka would have got a very good score on this wicket. But they didn't. And anyway, 171 was a very relatively low target for New Zealand to chase. But still, it's cricket, and anything can happen. But Conway and Rachin Ravindra got off to a very good start. Conway hasn't been in good form in the last few matches after that great start against England in the opener of the World Cup. But Conway played some very good shots, and they put a very good partnership, opening partnership. But then Chamira came and he was bowling with good pace, and he did hit Conway on the hand a couple of times, and he was giving Conway a little bit of trouble. And so it wasn't surprising to see Conway got out to Chamira. and then Daryl Mitchell came, and actually New Zealand lost a second wicket as well. Rachin Ravindra playing in a needless shot at that point, I thought, but with the run rate in question for the semi-finals, I think they went for it. But still, Daryl Mitchell came at a position where two wickets fell, and I thought Daryl Mitchell would take it a bit slow. But I mean, that is his natural game. He really went blazing. And Daryl Mitchell, I mentioned in some of my videos, I mean, he's a very clean stroke maker, and he played some beautiful shots today. But the first ball, he played a reverse sweep, the very first ball that he faced, and I was like, yo, can't believe it. But anyway, he connected and it went for four. But that's a very dangerous thing to do. But coming into the semi-finals, it looks practically that New Zealand have qualified for the semi-finals, because Pakistan, to qualify for the semi-finals, they have to beat England by a huge margin. At a point, I heard that Pakistan might need to bowl out England for just 100 runs and get the runs in 4 point something overs, which is practically impossible. So Pakistan have a huge task ahead of him, and I think for all practical purposes, New Zealand have made the semis, I can say. So India will be obviously looking to forward to that match. I was saying Afghanistan, Pakistan, New Zealand are looking closely at today's match. Indian fans were also looking closely at today's match, because whoever India plays in semi is the fourth spot. So New Zealand, India probably semi. I'm not claiming it yet, but practically it is an India New Zealand semi, and definitely South Africa Australia is a confirmed semi-final. So India would probably have a very good eye on that Daryl Mitchell shot, the reverse sweep that he plays. I mean, if Kuldeep Yadav and Jadeja is a very dangerous bowler to play the sweep or the reverse sweep to, because he bowls very fast and straight. So India should definitely keep that in mind. Daryl Mitchell, a very crucial wicket for New Zealand. And the Rachin Ravindra obviously looking in good form. Anyway, well done to New Zealand. I'm not officially claiming that New Zealand have made to the semis, but in all practical purposes, I think they have made the semis. So well done to New Zealand for doing their bit. They have done it's in their hand and what they can change. I mean, they have won their match, so the rest is to the next match. It's not like losing the match and expecting someone else to lose. So they have done their part. They have had a very clinical win against Sri Lanka, and the net run rate has increased as well, winning by 5 wickets, but a lot of overs to spare. So well done to the New Zealand team, especially Trent Boult. And Lockie Ferguson, I did say he would probably play against Sri Lanka with a good record. He also got 2 wickets, Anna got 2. So everyone chipping in, and New Zealand having a very good game going into the semis. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's hope for what happens tomorrow. South Africa, Afghanistan. Big match for Afghanistan, even though they probably won't make the semis. It seems so. It's still a big match for them. And if Afghanistan can bat first, and if they can put up the runs like they did against Australia, Afghanistan have every chance of beating South Africa, and especially if the pitch turns as well. And South Africa not fancying chasing in this World Cup. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the few World Cup matches left. Take care, and God bless you.